Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, makeup trend discussions, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, that is what we are doing today, is talking about the makeup trends that have been forecasted, predicted, or maybe like insider info, everything that the internet and the sources like Cosmopolitan say. These are the trends for 2024. And I find them very interesting because some of them I thought that was in last year. It's cool again this year, or it's new. I'm confused. Some of the things are exciting because I'm like, well, that's what I've been doing just on my own for a while now. And then some I'm like, I don't really quite get this. So if you want to do a little rundown with me, find out what the trends are going to be for 2024 and hear my thoughts on them, keep on watching. All right, you guys, so I'm going to go just by each trend that the source is saying is a trend. So I'm gonna start with Cosmopolitan, then I'll move on with the next one. Some of them cross over, and then it's funny because some of them kind of contradict each other. I'll get to in a minute, but one said minimal blush is in for 2024, and another one was like blush is going nowhere. As a matter of fact, the draping, you know, starting here and coming down like the 80s is still really in for 2024. So I'm like, so which is it? Is it no blush? Is it blush? And honestly, take all of this with a grain of salt. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter what's on trend. Do what makes you feel good, what works for you, all that. But I still think it's just fun to see what they say is in. All right, the first one, and this is from Cosmopolitan, that is the source, is the Cherry Cola Lips. Okay, I guess this is just carrying over from 2023 because it was a big TikTok trend not too long ago. You know, red was really in. That was the color for 2023, so red lips. And then I guess someone thought that they were real clever and like, oh, let's do brown. But honestly, I bet a lot of us have already been doing this for a long time. I know I have, whenever I would go in with a brown liner and then was like, oh, you know what? Let me go in with a red lip too. And basically that's the Cherry Cola lips. But I personally really, really love this combo. I like a nice contrast of a lip liner and a lip. You know, sometimes I do like the monochromatic, same, but I really enjoy, say, like a purpley liner and an orange lip. It may sound crazy, but there's a way to make it look really, really beautiful. And so I think the Cherry Cola lips are here to stay, and I'm not mad about this one. All right, another one that to me, this is just a repeat, doesn't seem like anything new, is the espresso makeup trend. I feel like they are a little bit behind Cosmopolitan because I feel like they were taking all these TikTok trends and saying, this is what's hot for 2024. Everyone started doing the whole espresso look, and it makes me laugh anytime these TikTok trends hit. And I'm like, so basically you're doing like a deep neutral. We're just doing a brown look, but we're calling it espresso. I don't know. I find that funny. I still think it's fun to participate sometimes. It doesn't have to be taken so seriously, but I love an espresso whole look. I mean, I do love color, but I just think that like a really deep, rich brown is so pretty, really on anyone. So I'm here for this one. I don't think it's new, but I'm here for it. All right, the third from Cosmopolitan makes me laugh because it's the office siren makeup look, and then they also called it geek chic, although the example that they have, I'm like, how does this girl look geeky at all? She doesn't. She looks like an Instagram queen. I don't really get that, but what they're talking about is like Devils Wear Prada, you know, like the glasses. Like if you do have glasses, you got those black frames, but then you have this exaggerated wing too. I think they're also trying to maybe just call it like a sexy librarian look with your makeup, but I like this. I'm a wing girl myself. I wear them most days, so I'm all about this. And I actually love, like one of my favorite looks is just a really bold, exaggerated wing with no eyeshadow and just like a bold lip. I think that's so, so pretty with, say, like a crisp white button-up shirt and your pencil skirt. And I think that's where they're coming in with that office siren thing. So I'm into this one. Now this one I'm super excited about. I've been known to rock a black lip every once in a while, and I love a black lip. I love that we have gone away from thinking, oh, it's just gothic or like, you know, deep rock, like a grunge sort of a thing only, into no, it can be a very wearable, beautiful lip look. I know a lot of people are intimidated by it. I just think it's so bold and so pretty. I especially love a black lip on like a deep skin tone. I just think it looks so beautiful. But even if you're lighter skinned and blonde hair, like you can do a black lip and not be, you know, in a heavy metal band. That's so silly. Same thing with like dyeing your hair, you know, all those things like black nail. You can wear that and be whoever you want, or you don't have to fit into like a certain category, a genre, to be able to wear that type of makeup. And I'm super excited, and I hope to see more, you know, just people who look like me wearing a black lip and not being afraid. All right, this makes me laugh that this is a trend. Blue eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, blue eyeshadow. Are we getting crazy over here? That makes me laugh because, I mean, I wear all different colors. Like there's some days where I'm rocking like a really bold blue eye, thinking nothing of it. And I probably wasn't on trend doing that, but the whole like clean girl minimal makeup thing is like out for 2024, basically, is the overall theme of all these trends. But I'm excited for the blue eyeshadow. I've gone on a journey with blue eyeshadow. I remember first trying it out and thinking I looked like a little girl trying to put on makeup, like dated, like that specific tone of blue just didn't look good on me. And now I love a blue eyeshadow so much. And there's a way to incorporate it without being like too outlandish, too over the top, like especially if you were to go into like just really light ethereal blues, or like little blue sparkle if you want to try it that way, or if you go into more of like a denim blue that's really, really flattering, midnight blue. But really you could rock any shade of blue. And that is kind of also, I know, popular 2024 is just like blue all around, like blue clothing, blue eyeshadow, like all shades of blue. And I definitely am excited about this one. All right, Cosmopolitan's number 6 is saying like the less blush, but we'll get to another one that says more is more. So basically just means wear as much blush as you like, however much you think looks good. But the whole idea behind this one, they're saying, is just to really let the eyeshadow stand out. I do get where they're coming from, that in their eyes, eyeshadow and bolder eye looks are going to be in for 2024. So in order to not compete with the eye, they're saying less blush. So I think maybe the other one that's saying more blush means like do just like a simple eye and really let the blush stand out. You can do whatever you want. But they also said with this one, it doesn't mean no blush. It just means maybe more natural, neutral looking blushes, just soft little, you know, like a hint, a hue, if you will. All right, their number 7 is a soft matte skin. So not the, you know, clean girl, dewy, like hardly anything. They just mean like a very kind of airbrushed, soft, velvety, matte, smooth. I'm not so much a matte girl, but I can appreciate that from time to time. As long as I prep really, really well, then I think it can still look really nice. Like if I hydrate like crazy underneath and then do like a soft matte setting, I'm fine with that. I think it looks really pretty. I still love a nice glow, obviously, to the skin. So if this doesn't work for you, definitely don't do it. But I know that my matte girls that were so, or like my oily skin girls that were so sick of all the like dewy products are gonna love this trend. All right, this frosted eye look, I am here for. I'm absolutely here for. I don't necessarily think it's anything like innovative and totally new, but I can't really think that I really have done many looks like this. Like I either go pretty like bold over the top or like a nice neutral, but this like frosty kind of, it's sort of ethereal, but it also looks a little bit futuristic, just like, you know, frosty tones and keeping it monochromatic across the eye. I really like, I love cool tones too. And like, I love like a silver. So I'm into this one. I don't know that it would really translate that well in say like spring or summer. So I'm thinking this may be a prediction for what we'll see like fall, winter of 2024. Okay, indie sleaze. What? That just cracks me up. Basically, they mean like grungy 90s club girl, and they mean like purposefully messy. I love that. I think that's so cool. You know, I tend to try to like perfect and everything, but I love the look of like a smudged eye, just like that kind of like wet skin, like you've been dancing all night. Your hair is kind of like, it sounds kind of gross when I'm saying it, but like your hair's kind of like greasy and oily, but like your skin is kind of glowing because you've been perspirating, and then like your makeup smudged. And it's kind of like the I don't give a damn look, but you do give a damn, and you did it on purpose when you're following the trend. But I'm kind of here for this. And I think this is good for people who maybe like their skills are not, you know, like that of a professional MEA, and they, you know, their eye makeup, they always feel like it looks a little bit messy. Well, you will be right on trend. And number 10 with Cosmopolitan is highlighted skin, which makes me super, super happy. I never stop highlighting. I love a glow. I love pinpointing where to put it, where you're going to reflect the light. And they've come such a long way. Like, I know that, you know, back in the day, some of these blingy see from space highlighters were also very like texture inducing. But now the formulas are so soft and like microfine, and they look, I mean, I've got like quite a bit of highlighter on right now, and it's just like a nice glow. Like, I don't think it adds texture to my skin. I think it makes you look fresh and alive and beautiful. So this one I am so excited for. All right, now these are going to be the 7 from Glamour magazine, and you're going to see some contradictions here. So we have translucent architecture. It's kind of a, I don't know, a pretentious way of just saying like really light makeup and like let your skin shine through. That's basically what they're trying to say. So as opposed to the like soft matte, they are saying like let the like oils shine through, let your skin breathe. Like it's all about the moisturizers and the serums, and like just letting your skin be its best self, but in like a very like translucent and glowy way, basically. I mean, you know, that's really nice for people who have perfect skin to be able to go with this trend. And I love it for people who just flat out don't enjoy wearing makeup, but they still want to like feel a part of the beauty community. Then they can really go like heavy in with their skincare and let that be their beauty element that shines through. I love it for them. But like for people who, you know, just have some skin issues, some acne or some scarring or redness, like I don't know that this is the best trend, but again, you don't have to follow a trend that you don't like. So for me, this isn't really my thing, but if it is for you, like, so happy for you. All right, this one is for all the indie girls out there. You'd be so excited and maybe a little bit annoyed because you're like, we've been doing this for how long? But it is holographic glaze, and they specifically cite Danessa Myricks and her chrome flakes. So it's all about the like multi-chromes, the duochromes, the shifts. Isn't that funny that, I mean, all of us that love indie makeup, and that's what we've been doing for years and years. Now, all of a sudden, it's going to be really mainstream. It might get a little bit annoying because I know my friend Brittany and I have already talked about, you know, if some of these more mainstream big YouTubers, beauty gurus that only do things like NARS and MAC and like anything you can find in like Sephora that is like your basic stuff, if they start getting into like all this indie makeup, and now we love multi-chromes too, like great, more the merrier, but also don't take my views. Don't review the palettes we review because we've been doing it longer, but there's room for everyone. I'm actually really excited. This is a trend. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and I'll be on trend this year. All right, then we have the retro red lips, like the classic red, which I just don't feel like this ever really went out of style, but I guess there's been years where it was all about the nude lip. Doesn't mean that the red would make you look completely out of place or like a weirdo. It's just that maybe that wasn't like the hot lip. There has been times where it was all about the nude, nude, nude. And this year it is about the bold red lip, the classic red lip, the old Hollywood glamour. I love that. I mean, nothing is more beautiful than just like a thick liner and a bold red lip and like beautiful skin. It's just a go-to. I love this. I don't feel like this should ever go out of style, but I guess they're saying it's in. All right, here's where we have the contradictory with the blush. And I don't really make the connection here. They're saying AI inspired flush. And specifically, they mean like a blush draping. I don't really know why they mean AI. Like you would have to be artificial intelligence to wear a heavy blush. I mean, maybe, I guess if I think about AI artwork and like especially the females, they do tend to have more prominent blush. I don't know. But basically they just mean heavy blush, which the other Cosmopolitan said minimal blush. So again, just do what works for you. All right, very similar to just like the black lip, we have the blackberry lips. So like I very, very deep, deep berry black. And I'm all for this because if I think about it, I haven't really rocked that. Like I'll do the black. I've done very, very vampy, like a deep, deep, deep burgundy, but I don't know that I've really ever done a deep blackberry. I'm sure I have a shade in my collection because I've got literally like, I don't know, probably like 600 lipsticks. That's not even an exaggeration. So somewhere in there, I probably do have a blackberry that's been neglected. I need to bust that out. I think this would be so pretty with just like sort of in the same tone of family, but like a brighter berry cheek, the deep lip, and then just like a simple eye. I think that would be so pretty. All right, next at number 6, they say, I see red, meaning eye and red. Red eyeliner, red shadow. I'm excited. I love a red shadow. I know a lot of people stay away from it and don't like it. I know sometimes they say it just makes them look sick or ill, like a pink, certain tones of pink and red. But I do like that they mention like even just a red eyeliner. So if you don't want to commit to the red shadow, just do like a bold red. Even, oh gosh, it's been a long time, but I've done a look with a red wing. That was so cool. I really need to do that again. Maybe that's what's fun about these, trends is either they can give you ideas you never had before, or maybe you used to do one of these and you forgot and it'll re-inspire you again. So I'm excited about the red. I know some aren't, but if you're scared, just start easy with a little red liner. Okay, their last one on Glamour is undertone eyeshadow. And I was a little bit confused what they meant by undertone because what they're saying is like jewel tones like green, navy, purple, like a deep plum. And I'm like, what do they mean by undertones, you can have an undertone for any type of color. So I don't know if this is named properly, but basically they're saying just like have fun with like these jewel tones. So, like whether you want to go liner, you want to go eyeshadow with it. And then they were also saying like if you do just like a dark eye, instead of pairing like a brown or a black liner, do a navy or do like a deep green. And I love this. I mean, I feel like the best way is to incorporate a liner in the lower lash line. I mean, I've got black on today, but I'd say probably 70% of the time I've got some other color in the lower lash line. And I just think it helps to contrast and to pop certain colors. So I don't quite understand at least the title of this, but I'm here for the overall concept. All right, this last set of 7 is going to be from Allure magazine. So first we have Draw the Line. And for all of my graphic liner girls, you're probably going to go, well, this is what we have been doing. Hello. I struggle with doing graphic liner. And again, this is kind of just a lesson of do what works for you because our faces aren't created the same. I would love to do more graphic liner looks. I think they look really, really cool. Some of them are like not so wearable. They're more like art. And then some of them, I feel like they're still really wearable. And my struggle is I have such a curve, a pronounced brow bone that hangs over, that I work on a curve. I can't just, I get so jealous when I'm looking straight on and you can see the person's whole like lid. I mean, mine disappears because it sinks in and this brow hangs over. In order to draw like a straight line, it's never straight. I'll think it is, and then because it's on a curve, it's like, it looks crazy. It also makes it very difficult to make it symmetrical on each eye. So it's something I don't do often, not because I don't like it, it just doesn't work well for me. But I do want to try to get better about just maybe doing little designs out here where I have a flatter surface. So maybe that's something you can try to if you struggle on your brow bone, you know, or if you don't, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't. But my graphic liner girls, you're going to be really in style in 2024. All right, next we have Better Than Bare, which is kind of similar to that translucent skin, but just a little bit different. So we had the soft matte, the translucent skin, and then this is Skin Tints, which I think they've been pretty popular for quite a while now, but they're saying in, 2024, just like instead of the heavy foundation, going with the skin tint that's kind of like your skin, but better. I have found some really good ones lately. The Cieli or Cieli, I never know exactly how you say it. I love that one so much. I also really enjoy the Hourglass one, but that one's pretty pricey. Here recently, I've had a chance to try the CoverGirl Serum one with all the little beads. That is an amazing product. I think that is kind of the quintessential example of a product for this trend, because it really does just, you can still see things in your skin like scarring or acne, but like your skin just looks really healthy anyway, that you almost don't even notice those imperfections. So that is what I think this is talking about. All right, then we have Get Dolled Up. And so they are kind of saying that it's using your blush to look doll-like. So again, we have like minimal blush, we have heavy blush draping, and now they're saying use blush to look like a doll. What does that mean? They're just kind of saying like playing with contouring and ombre and giving that kind of just like a doll-like cheek. I really do like a nice like ombre cheek, going with like a cooler tone or a deeper tone up here, and then to your like softer or your warmer, lighter tone, kind of when you hit like the apple of the cheek. It does kind of give this like doll-like quality to them. So I mean, you've got 3 different blush trends going on here. So really, you're going to be on trend, I feel like, no matter what you do with blush. All right, next we have Go Monochromatic. I really, really love a monochromatic look. I think you could look at a lot of my makeup looks with my style, with my clothing, to see that girl really likes to matchy, matchy, match. I didn't used to be that way. I worked with this lady in my early 20s, and she was in her early 40s. She was really into makeup and her jewelry, and I was so young and so judgy, and I was like, oh my gosh, she always matches her eyeshadow to her clothes. That's so out of style. Fast forward to me being 40 years old, and I do it all the time. So I don't know if that's like once you hit your 40s, you like to match. I've been doing it for a few years now, but hey, now I'm in style. But it doesn't necessarily have to be your clothing too. It just means like if you're going to do burgundy eyeshadow, you do a burgundy blush and then a burgundy lip. It's very matchy, 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 same, same, same. I like it though. And I think that it's very streamlined, and it takes like the guessing game out of like what, does this tone match with this tone? Does this, does blue go with like a brown lip or a purple lip? The monochromatic really helps take that guessing game out. All right, now we have Swipe Bright, and this is colored mascara. I have a few friends that do some colored mascara often. My friend Smeek Baronde, that's her name on here and also on Instagram. She's like a genius when it comes to makeup. So like I feel like all these trends really go with her right now, because like she does the graphic liner, she does the bright, like multi-chromes, she does a colored mascara, so she's going to be right on trend. But this kind of makes me think of like, 90s. I can't remember what year it was that I was rocking the blue mascara, but I think this is really fun. I personally can't really see myself doing some of the colors. Like I think it wouldn't look good on me, like especially like a pastel. I mean, with paler skin, no, it's not gonna work. Even when I have a tan, and I get pretty tan in the summer, I just think maybe like the jewel tones, I could see you doing purple and even like an emerald green and a blue. I think I would try those. Just, if this isn't really for you, maybe pick one of the colors that's closer to black. And maybe try a navy, just to put your little toe in the water just to try it out. And then if you want to go ham and go like neon mascara, this is your year. All right, now we have ombre lips, and I love this. I was just talking about liking a contrast in my lips sometimes. So I think this is so fun. It's kind of similar to the Coca-Cola, but you could do this with like any color. So you could do like orange and then fade into a pink in the center. One way that I really like to do this, and I think this really works the best, is instead of getting a liner and going in with like a shade and then trying to fill in the lip, go all over with a color and then get like another, say all over with orange, then get a pink and fill in. So like 2 lipsticks instead of doing a liner. I think that's the easiest way to do this. Another way to do it is to do liner and then a gloss instead of a lipstick. So I'm all for the ombre lip. All right, and the very last trend that Allure says is add a pop of color. And they mean it can be your eyeliner, it can be your lip, it can be your blush, but really just choosing one. So, instead of just being like color, 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 do like a bright, bold blue wing or like a blue graphic liner, and then keep the rest of the makeup really minimal. Or maybe you just have like black liner on the eyes or eyelashes, that soft blush, and then you've got like the black's not a color, but you got like a really bold lip, like the red or like a bright orange, just choosing one place to really pop that fun color. I'm all about this even in fashion. It's just a way to really like highlight that one thing that you feel like is really special. When you have a purse that you really want to show off and it's lime green, wear all black, and then that purse is the star of the show. If you have a lip color that you're like, I want this to be seen, keep everything else very minimal. So I'm all for this one as well. I think overall these trends are really fun. Again, I don't think anything's completely new. Nothing's new. It's just all, reinvented or, resuscitated. Again, you guys will have to let me know which of these trends you're excited about, or even if there's some that you're like, nah, girl, I ain't gonna do it. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.